What up YouTube, EMP's Blade Knight 60 doing a deck vid on a very nice hot day. Haha. And of course this is the deck that's going to be on the next Friday Night Duels, the Machina deck, or Machina. I don't care, I call it Machina, I'm a dork that way. It ain't the fanciest thing in the world, but you know what? This deck type doesn't need to be the fanciest thing in the world. You don't need a bunch of killer cards for it to be good. This version right here is just fine by itself. And yes, technically it is 3 starter decks put together with a few odds and ends thrown in. Alright, we start with the main focus of a Machina deck, a Machina Fortress. I only run 2. 2 is enough. Gear frame, you gotta run 3. There's just no point in not running 3. It's gonna be sad next ban list. One of those 2 is gonna be hit hard, along with a bunch of cards out of the Infernities and a bunch of cards out of Black Wings. But since the format's at a toss-up, I'm not sure what they're gonna ban anymore. Got 2 Cyber Dragons, of course. Cyber Dragons are always fun. Then, of course, 2 Scrap Recyclers. Plenty of level 4 type machine type monsters out there for targets. And look, there's one of them. Shredder. My level 4 popper. It'll pop level 4s, it'll pop level 7s, 5s, 3s, and everything down. Yes, I have tossed Fortress for it. You know what? It works. Why does it work so well? 2 full sets of gadgets. You gotta run 2 full sets. 3 too much, 2 not, or 1 not enough. Sniper and Soldier. I find no fault in these 2. I don't know why I got yelled at one time for still running these 2. They're fine. Sniper runs interference. That's what he was made for, and he does a pretty darn good job of it. Runs interference for Gear Frame, runs interference for Soldier, runs interference for Fortress, which is what I want, especially when Solid's on the field and RDA's on the other side of the field. No, it ain't gonna work that way. Then, of course, we got Machina Soldier. Normal summon, your field's empty, special summon a Machina monster. He's a free summon for Fortress without tossing anything. That's why I like him. So what? I don't got a force in here. I like cards that I can use. And all my ancient gears are in my ancient gear deck, where they're supposed to be. And Peacekeeper and Valley. Peacekeeper, of course, searches out your gear frames. And Valley's a 1-turn interfere. Gonna come down here to spell cards, 2 mechanized armored units. Perfect, especially when someone gets destroyed on your side of the field. While there's a solid, you can summon the other version back. Very nice. I've actually done that before facing a Dino deck. I rammed a Machina Fortress, which had an armored unit, against, what's that thing called? Superconductor Tyranno, which is already 3-3. Rammed it, special summoned another one, and look, it's 3-3. Haha. And of course, limit removal for those OTK situations, and yeah, they get out there. Swords, of course, MST, Heavy, Brain, Trunade, usual. Trunade's a lot more better than Heavy, but I use Heavy a lot too. Of course, it's a Machina Mayhem structure deck, so we got 2D prisons. The replacement for Mirror Force, that's what I'm calling this. If you don't got a Mirror Force, run a half or nothing. The thing is awesome. You can either completely avoid attacks, or you can reduce direct damage hits. That's the best you can do. Widespread, more attack interference. Possibly could be Sakuretsu, but you know what? I like widespread. Compulsion, of course, bouncing something that you don't want to get destroyed back to your hand, or bounce something that's going to end up destroying something you own back to the hand. And Dark Spirit of Silence. I lost a card in this deck, so I just threw this in. It's actually very nice. There's 2 monsters on your opponent's side of the field, 1 attacks. You negate that attack, choose another monster on the other side of the field, and it must attack. If it's in defense mode, you can switch to attack mode. So let's think here. If there's a monster with 0 attack in the defense position on the other side of the field, you switch it to attack mode and make it attack. That's just nasty. Trap Hole. I don't know why people fell out of love with Trap Hole. Trap Hole's good. It's Trap Hole. They just like Bottomless better because it removed from play. Well, you know what? Trap Hole hits a little bit more. And yet a little bit less since it doesn't hit special summons. It's normal and flip. But you know what? 1,000 or more. Haha. Time Machine works wonders with Armored Unit and Solid. It's awesome. That superconductor thing that I was talking about, if I would have had Time Machine face down, that other mech in the Fortress would have been back. Be 2 on that side of the field, ready to beat the crap out of somebody. And of course, Dust Tornado, Spell Trap Destruction, and Call the Hunted, bringing something back. So, that's my Mechana deck. It's not exactly Tier 1, beat the crap, I could take this to a tournament and kill everyone deck, but you know what, it's still a good enough deck, and that's good enough for me. See you later, guys.